Hey guys, Zach here. Welcome back to The Long Dark Interloper. Season 1 episode. I'm not sure where we're at now. It's been a while since I played Interloper. I had to break from it just to play episode 3, which is excellent. And I'm pretty sure most all of you enjoyed it. And then Draxus recommended that I play The Outer Worlds, and wow, that really that game really was quite amazing. Is quite amazing. I'm still in the middle of it. And yeah, so I played about 15 episodes of that, and I have to get back into this. So let's do this. So here we are. We're basically fighting off cabin fever. And for the time being, planning on staying here for the night. Let's take a look at our food situation. Yeah, we got plenty of food, obviously. We're not going to eat that granola bar. That looks horrible, so probably should drop that before I accidentally eat it. I want to drop that one as well. Food poisoning is a real threat. Oh, that's actually pretty dangerous too. So is that. 35-32, I'm willing to risk it. Not willing to do the 1%. That's pretty much suicide. At least as far as getting sick is concerned. So yeah, I'll drop all those. No need to carry those around. We do have some fresh pieces of meat here from the rabbit. In the meantime, we can, yeah, we're a little bit tired, but not super fatigued by any means. Let's see what we can get up here. If there's anything worth hunting over here. I already grabbed the rabbit from here. I think maybe I did. But let's go explore this up here. All right. Take a peek out here, see what's going on, see how many wolves there are. I will go ahead and pull out the old flare gun. Now, since we last played Interloper, episode 3 changed a lot. Pleasant Valley is completely different. There are so many new places to explore that we definitely want to go back there and take another look at that. I hope we can get up to Summit, because I would like to do that. So after we get done in Milton, I think we're going to head back to home base, regroup, and then head on over to Pleasant Valley. I think that would be a good decision. And then from there, hopefully we can go Summit. However, in episode 3, the rope that you normally climb to access Timberwolf Mountain was missing. I have a feeling it will be back for us. I think they just did that so that people in story mode would not run off and disappear into Timberwolf Mountain. Alright, let's be a little careful here. Oh, Jesus! That stupid rabbit. He's got to be chasing a rabbit. He can't be chasing me. Where's he at? I heard a dog bark. There's rabbits everywhere. He's got to be going after a rabbit. There he goes. Okay, so we have a bunch of rabbits up here and a wolf. I could go up. I think I will go up and take advantage of this situation. Get a wolf plus a rabbit. I broke my arrow. That's okay. He'll be dead here in a second.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Alright, we'll come back and get that wolf in a minute. Once he resets. I'm gonna sit back here, wait for him to die. He's up there running around, which is fine. I think he's gonna keep killing rabbits. It looks like he's kind of stuck up there. He will bleed out here eventually. Not too cold outside, 23 degrees, not too bad. Obviously, if he resets, he's going to go after those rabbits way before he goes after me. I just kind of want to see where he drops. He'll probably come back into this area pretty quick.
Cold. So cold. Come on. The fire. Hot. Fire. Yeah.
Well, he ran off that way. Did he drop over there? That's hard to say. Take a peek up here on top of this hill. I see the cattails as well. These rabbits are letting me walk right up on them. Not used to that. Looks like he bolted up over the hill. Well, at least he's not running around with one of our arrows. I mean, we need to get the pieces of the arrows back, so we get to the arrowhead back. That's my safe spot right there. If I have to run from the wolf, that tree right there. Here he comes. He's limping back. You can see his gait is way different. I'm not too worried about him now because I got all these decoys around me. So I can just hang out up here. We should be fine.
Surrounded by snow and nothing to drink.
Here, let me drop this decoy before he gets up on us. Because I was probably extra stinky with that. He's going after that rabbit now? No way. Oh yeah, he's hurt. I don't think he can hunt when he's injured. He probably can't hunt any more rabbits. Well, we know where to find him. So we'll return a bit later after we warmed up. We got ourselves a rabbit to eat. Might get myself another one here. Rabbits everywhere. Never seen so many rabbits. Alright, let's head on back. Well, after we cook the rabbits and maybe make a little bit of water. Come back up here, check the area for the wolf, maybe quarter it up, bring it back with us. We can survive in that cave for a while. Alright guys, so normally I ask this at the end of the video, but I want to try. I was looking at my statistics and I noticed like 49%. It was almost 50-50. Like half of the people watching aren't subscribed, so I would just ask you please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get alerted. I'm gonna try that. It worked out good for the straight pipes. I like watching them. They're pretty good. They're a car review show. But I guess when they asked for it at the start of their videos, their subscriber growth went up like 120%. So I don't know. Figured I'd give it a try. Help a boy achieve his dreams. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Also, some other big news is the whole COPPA, FTC versus YouTube, and that lawsuit that came out that's going to change the way YouTube does everything starting January 1st. Basically what happens is if you're a channel that's focused on videos for children, you have to mark your channel as that, or mark your individual videos as that, so that they won't do directed marketing ads towards those children who are like considered 13 or younger. And when they don't do directed marketing ads, the income is going to go from like, it's going to go down like 60 to 90% for those channels that actually are focused on like Ryan's Toy Review or Ryan's World or whatever it's called now. And yeah, so life's going to become real rough for them. The only problem is a lot of people are scared that like Pardon me, guys. Sorry about that. Gaming channels like mine might be somehow flagged. Like, they say that if your primary audience or your secondary audience is children, then you need to mark it as videos for children. But mine don't appear on YouTube Kids as far as I know. No, I've never seen that. And I really don't think that my content is for children. I looked at my demographics, and like 13 to 18 year olds is like 4% of my demographic who watch. So I'm not too concerned about it. The majority of my viewers are like 35 to 45 and then 45 to 55. Those are the two highest, and they're like 35% and like 25%. So I don't know. It's like, in order to protect kids, they're going to basically drive off all this children's programming, because people aren't going to be making videos anymore. They used to make a living doing it. Now they're going to have their income cut by 80-90%. And here's the thing. If you get caught, it's your responsibility to mark your video or your channel appropriately. And if you fail to do so, the FTC can fine the content creator, the video maker, not YouTube, up to $42,000 per instance, per video. So that means per video. So a lot of these people are going to get out of it because, one, it won't be financially worth it for them to continue making videos unless you're huge and you're going to cut your income from 10 million a year to like 1 million or 2 million. I mean, you know, first world problem, right? But anyway, sorry, I should have harvested the rabbit before I did all this. I got sidetracked talking. I do that all the time. So I'm gonna drop these, let them thaw. I think they'll thaw just the same in my pack as they would here, but shouldn't take too long to harvest, actually. 8 minutes. I'll go ahead and use the tool since I have a fire going. And so what they're doing is they're basically going to end up, in the interest of protecting children, they're going to drive off all the children's, or almost virtually all the children's content on YouTube. And if you are marked as towards children, not only will you not get the directed marketing advertisers, but they're not going to let you have a notification bell, community page, a whole bunch of things. It won't be like in the recommended or suggested, I think. There's a whole bunch of things that basically blacklist, put your videos for children behind a wall so that they just won't be discovered. So I feel kind of bad for those people who are in that situation. And like I said, a lot of them just aren't going to risk it. They can't afford to risk marking their videos. Like if you do Lego videos, or if you do action figure videos, or let's say you do Dungeons and Dragons, I don't know, maybe that'll be considered marketed towards 13-year-olds. You might end up getting fined if you mislabel it. So, anyway, I'm gonna stay on here. I'm just gonna keep doing what I do. I marked my whole channel as not towards. I don't have any videos that I consider like I came out thinking it was for children or even close to being for children. It's kind of weird because it makes me want to just like start getting into like, as a protection effort, like get into gory games, like mature games only, war games, that sort of stuff, and only play those, and then do a lot of cussing on it, and basically cuss like a sailor and mark my video at the very start saying, hey, this video is for mature audiences only. Put that in my description because of cussing and violence and sexual situations, and you know, there are games like that out there. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. There is a petition rolling around that's being linked to for the FTC, and need to go on there and put in basically like, please don't do this. You're actually, the unintended consequences are not good. But something to watch out for. So, oh, another thing, like if your video is colorful, that's like one of the, like they give you like a list of 9 things to look out for your video to see if it's marketed towards children. And one of them is if your video is colorful. So I don't know, maybe I should make all my videos in black and white, you know? It's ridiculous. There's a lot of vague things in there. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that my videos are for kids 13 and under, or are they primary or even a secondary audience? I don't think so, but let me know in the comments. Also, if you have any suggestions, let me know. But if you look up COPPA, there's several videos out there by like Markiplier, and there's one that's, I think it'll come up at the top. It's a guy who's a lawyer. He's a social media lawyer, and he talks about it. He talks about all the different intricacies of things that's going on. I think we're done here with this. Yeah, okay. Just waiting for this to cook. Yeah, that's right. I can't cook any more water because I forgot to bring a can with me. It's no big deal. So we'll wait for this to cook up here. We'll head back out there and get that wolf, bring it back. Should take us an hour and 6 minutes. So our fire should still be burning. We can probably cook up that wolf as well. We got plenty of wood around here to chop up if we need it to. And, you know, it's plenty toasty in here, obviously. Okay. Extra stinky, let's drop some of these. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna leave those carcasses there. I know, I could still get the, hides and the guts out of them. I'll do that after the fire burns out. It's 19 degrees, a little bit colder. I don't know. It's one of those rabbit holes that I went down into with the COPPA. I just... The more I read up on it, the more I got like thinking, oh, damn. Maybe I should just pack it in. And not even risk it, you know? Why do that? My wife's going to be a nurse anesthetist, and I'm a police sergeant. And this is something that, you know, I do get a little bit of money that keeps my gaming rig up to speed and lets me pretty much get any game that I want. But it's definitely not something worth risking my neck if it's going to be result in $42,000 fines from the FTC. It's up to $42,000, so that could be less, but God, who knows? I mean, what's the due process with that whole system? Just, I can't stand it, man. It's like one of those things where it's like, Jesus Christ, why? If people would educate themselves and vote accordingly, and everybody would approach it like with a federalist mindset, you know, with an eye on federalism first. Small federal government. I mean, the federal government should have never been... I'm gonna go on a rant here. The federal government should have never been what it is today. It's ridiculous. The federal government should not even be noticeable in our lives. Net neutrality, this thing from the FTC, all this stuff should never happen. These agencies should not exist. They should all be state... you know, 50 lab experiments is what the idea was. Well, I mean, there weren't 50 at the time, but basically what they were hoping for is each state would be its own lab experiment. And, the federal government was there to basically, you know, the whole idea is to settle disputes among states, regulate interstate commerce, provide for a common defense, and I mean, that's pretty much it. And I think you could probably stretch in maybe a national currency just to make, you know, things make sense. But this the whole general welfare clause and all that crap has just, I don't know. It's got me a little down. Luckily I have you guys. I have this game. I have the Outer Worlds. I have, at least I'm not playing Pokemon and Mario Kart as my primary games on my channel, because good God, I have a feeling those channels are in some trouble. We gotta be careful. He might still be alive. Oh, we got a plane down here. This is Mackenzie's plane. We might go down here and hang out in this cave. I gotta find this wolf, though. He's up here somewhere. This is my escape route if I get into trouble. But, is it? I'm looking for the wolf. He's gotta be dead around here somewhere. Couldn't have gone too far. I imagine enough time's passed for him to die. Oh, he's over here. He's dead over here. Found him. Kind of blended in over there. It was a good hiding spot. He tried. And the crows, it's too windy for the crows to be out, so... Yeah. Clever girl. And we got him to him just before it went 50%. So, let's go, doesn't matter, does it? Nah. Let's just go ahead and use this. Quarter this thing up. I know, we're gonna be cold. That's okay. Well, what do you guys think? I think we just go over here. Might as well since we're here. How we doing on hypothermia risk? 24%. Okay. We'll be alright. We're gonna be just fine, folks. Don't you worry. Free sticks. We'll come back by here and check this out here in a minute. In the meantime, let's move. Run straight into that headwind. Yeah, and the worst part about it is, like, basically with the two-party system, no matter who you vote for, it's gonna be more of the same, honestly. I kind of wish we would just straight up, get rid of, kind of like the way judges are, get rid of, when you go into the voting booth, there is no R or D or I or L or G next to anybody's name. It's just their name. That's it. You have to educate yourself on their policies. And I wish we would just ban political parties altogether. No political parties. You vote for people based upon their individual thoughts, beliefs. Completely get rid of that. That to me would be... Oh, holy crap, this is where the bear lives? I don't think so, because they put a bed in here. So it feels like 32 here. It's pretty cold. Let's bed down here. I guess we can't get back far enough to get into a warm zone. So let's bed down here and get ourselves warmed up a little bit. Just enough to get out of the hypothermic mode. Might have to just start a fire. Yeah, we got some wood here. We'll start a fire, then we'll head on back after this. Which one was 100%? Oh, fire starter. Okay. Well, we've healed our hypothermia risk. That's good. I mean, what would the landscape look like if we completely got rid of political parties? As it stands now, it's basically like you get one person in Congress, two people in Congress, and everybody else is a sycophant for whoever, whatever is at the end of their last name, and if it matches theirs. And then no matter what, if you you have to hold the line, otherwise you won't get put on the committees you want or given whatever privileges you want there, and they'll hold it against you. So you'll be blackballed if you try to, you know, have any type of semblance of independent thought. I'm sorry, you guys probably didn't come here for a political spiel. I don't know, just down. A little down. I mean, everything else, like, outside of YouTube and this sort of thing is great. Like, family life and all that, work, all going perfect. Couldn't be happier. It's just, it is what it is. Maybe as a protest in December, leading up to January 1st, I'll just do all my videos on YouTube for the channel. I'll just do them all in black and white. What do you guys think? As a protest. Hashtag Black December. Something like that. You know what I mean? See if it catches on. as a protest to COPPA. What I would like to see is a complete embargo, like a complete boycott for the whole month of December when ad revenues are the highest. If everybody on YouTube just didn't do any videos at all. None. Now that would be interesting. You would have those, like, 2 or 3 scabs out there. But then you would have to have people who would be like, if I'm not a content creator, I'm not going to watch any videos either on YouTube. I'm going to go to Netflix or Hulu or Twitch or whatever. Some people are thinking, I'm going to quit doing YouTube and I'm going to go over to Twitch. I'm like, it's just a matter of time before Twitch has to deal with the same thing. The FTC comes down on them with a, and you know what? The lawsuit that they settled with the FTC was $170 million, and it was a settlement. So that wasn't even what they were originally sued for. That's what they decided to settle for without having to take it to the box. So it's just a matter of time before going to Twitch isn't going to save anything, or isn't going to change anything, because it would just be, you know, you're just kicking the can down the road, because the FTC will just get on Twitch in 8 months from now, take them, hit them with a lawsuit, and then they'll settle for $170 million, and they'll do the same thing, same restrictions. So, you know, I don't know, a little bit of pain now. What is it? An ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. Do that. At least, hopefully, if you did that, the terms, maybe they take a little more interest in spelling out the terms and making them a little less ambiguous as to what an at-risk channel would be. Just sitting by the fire, talking your ear off about politics. Wonderful. You just I imagine how many subs I won't get and how many thumbs down I'm going to get on this video. Normally I play with a big smile on my face, and it's just not here today. I'm sorry, I'm letting you guys down. Alright, let's see here. I think we're pretty much ready to move on out. We could probably do a little bit of carving up of the meat, right? While we're here. I'll drop this, don't need that. You know what? Let's, we're supposed to do a little exploring here. There might be something worthwhile. Let's check some of these containers now that we're warmed up just a little bit. Feels like 22. It's not bad. We could travel back.
Perfect.
Oh, those are good. 89%.
Cold.
That's nice. Nice thing to have. Nothing there. What we got here? Alright.
This'll come in handy.
Someone mentioned in the comments, you never used the accelerant. Are you ever going to use accelerant? Yeah, probably should get better about using it. Nothing in the briefcase, huh? Is that everything? I also spent probably about 3 hours, 2 or 3 hours, watching videos, reading articles about... That's so pretty. It's just so pretty. And then you see something like that, and everything feels better. Yeah, now I gotta smile. Spent about 2-3 hours researching how to make my recordings less jittery. What was happening was OBS, the recording software I use, when it was recording, it was like the Outer Worlds especially, it wasn't as smooth as it was when I was actually playing it. I was getting like 88 to 125 frames per second in game with a HUD FPS counter, and then I go in and I look at the video that I had recorded, and it was sort of like choppy, and it was down around 42 frames per second, and it was dropping frames. So I did a lot of work on that, and I think I got that straightened out. So hopefully the Outer Worlds is going to be a lot smoother as well. And hopefully this is a lot smoother, because I'm using the same thing to record this. And we're locked at a solid 60 FPS in OBS, which is what I have it set for because that's what I make my videos at, since that's the highest that YouTube will allow me to do. And my CPU usage is like 0.8%, so that's encouraging. And I am using my GPU for this. I have a 2080 Ti and a Ryzen 7. So there's really... And I'm recording to SSD drives. Actually, in this video, I think I'm recording to a M.2 NVMe drive. So it should be... It's like the fastest type of hard drive you could possibly get. So there's no excuse for it. Alright, let's see if we can maybe carve up a little bit of meat here. Here we go. Yeah, that'll take a little bit too long to do. Well, if we used a knife, it'd probably be faster. 42 minutes. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and add some sticks. We have a bunch of those. There we go. We should be able to do both bags now. I'm just letting myself get a little tired as well. We don't have to worry about wolves on the way back anyway, so no concerns about traveling tired and not being able to run. So let's do that. 10... Oh, it took 10 minutes. 42 calorie. Wait. Why does it say 42 calorie? Oh, it's going to take... I'm sorry. It's been like a month since I played the Survivor mode. Yeah. Okay, I got you. I was completely thinking... I was misreading that. Complete brain fart. Okay. So there's that. And while we're here, we might as well cook these up, right? Plus, it sounds nice when you're doing other things to hear meat sizzling on the grill. 53 degrees. Not a heat wave by any means, but way better than freezing to death. Those should turn just about now. We should be close to being done. 36 minutes until ready. Oh, yeah, that's right. That was only 10 minutes.
I'm getting tired.
Got a lot of cattails. Almost 5 pounds of cattails. We're definitely keeping those. We're gonna take those back, but when we travel again, we'll leave about half of those behind. No need to be traveling with that much weight.
I would drink almost anything about now.
It'd be nice if I could heat up a soda. Like drop that there, heat it up, and get the warmth effect from it. That would be kind of cool. Alright, what the heck. Let's grab a torch. Let me try a different... Let me throw that one away. Try a different angle. See if we get a better torch. That was okay. Let's try this way. Torching this place. That's not what I want. Okay, maybe here. Yeah. That's fine. Whatever. We'll take this one. I think that was the best one. Let me double check. Yeah, that one was the best one. Let's take that one. It'll just give us a little bit of extra warmth since there is no wind right now. We'll take it. Alright, let's head on back. I wonder if I can throw this on top. Here's the deer. I could carve a little bit off of that, but... It's 3.7 pounds. It's equivalent of one piece of meat from the... Alright, let me see if I can throw this up there. Not quite. Let's try again. Ah! Is it bouncing off the... Here. Yeah, I think it's bouncing off the sky. Like there's a box there. Yeah, it's not gonna let me throw it up there. Let's see if I can even carry it when I climb. Hopefully. Yeah, that sucks. Well, so much for that brilliant idea. No. It's nice knowing you torch.
I'll die if I don't drink soon.
There we go. Check a few of these boxes up in here. More cloth. I really don't need any of that. What's this over here? Cloth, newspaper. Apparently, I like to read while I flew the airplane. Emergency stim. I think I hit everything. Might have missed one thing, but it was probably going to be empty anyway, but I think I got most of it. Yeah, okay, let's go. Let's head on back. You know what? I think I am going to do that. I don't know. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Should I do all my videos in black and white? Literally, it's a one button push during editing. Everything else will look the same. It'll just be black and white. And do that for December, sort of as a little bit of a protest. Maybe if we do that and we get enough. So the only problem is I'm such a small channel that, you know, probably nobody will ever see it. Nobody will pick it up. I just wanted a frickin' circle. I'm an idiot. I'm so stupid.
Do I?
Yeah, at this rate, you will die if I keep controlling you like this. I just want a complete circle. And, you know, I don't know what, you know, if you hurt YouTube now, there's not a whole lot they can do about it, but it's almost like punitive, to them, because they didn't fight the good fight. They just sort of rolled over and took the settlement and looked at the math and said, oh, it's going to cost us more than this to fight it. I think they had a good case, you know, like how in the hell, one, their terms of service says they're not supposed to, nobody's supposed to have an account on YouTube anyway if they're under 13. So here's what the analogy is that I came up with. And so they should have fought that fight. They should have said, hey, look, we already have terms of service, and when you sign up, you're not supposed to, it's on the parents. Whoever's letting these kids have their phones to monitor them, not, you know, and they shouldn't be on YouTube to begin with if they're under 13. That's with an account. doing anything with that account. And then if they don't have an account, there's no cookies or focused targeted advertising towards them. So it doesn't matter, it's moot, because if they don't have an account, there's nothing to track them with. So they shouldn't have an account to begin with. So here's what the analogy is. It's basically, if I was a liquor store owner and some 19-year-old comes in, now the legal age to purchase alcohol where I live is 21. Some 19-year-old comes in with a state-issued official, like, not a fake ID, not someone else's ID, but a state-issued ID to them that they got by forging a birth certificate or social security, whatever, passport, whatever they did. They stole somebody's identity and they went and they got themselves a ID for somebody who's 21 years old. And then I look at it, I'm like, yep, this is 100% official state-issued ID. I'm going to sell you alcohol. And then I do that, and then I get in trouble for it. It was, who let them who was the gatekeeper to begin with? You know, the BMV was. Now, if it's a fake ID, or if it's something, you know, where they have someone else's ID and I'm not checking it properly, it's a whole nother thing. But in this case, nobody should be even on here to begin with who's under 13 with an account. If they did set up an account, they lied about their age. Parents allowed them to and signed up for them and let them use their account. That's the same thing as handing somebody your ID and then going into the liquor store. You know, it's on the parents. It's on, you know, it's on the person whose eyes are on the screen. It's not on YouTube. It's not on us. And they should have fought it accordingly. And I think they had a good case, but they just like rolled over. So that's why I think they need to have there needs to be a little bit of a pushback against YouTube for the way they handled it. Because Twitch will be next. Mark my words. Won't be long. This time next year we'll be having the same conversation about Twitch. Alright, let's hop on down here. And what I'm thinking is, if we do the Black December or whatever it's called, whatever we decide on, maybe it'll snowball into like a massive pullback of content in December or in January, in addition to like everyone jumping ship, because there's a lot of content creators that are saying, I'm done. Come January, I'm done. My time is better spent elsewhere. This is a hobby, but it does take up an inordinate amount of time. And one of the ways I was able to supplement that and justify it for the smaller ones is by, you know, the ad revenue. Some people are saying remove ads, and like, oh, the other thing is there's no subscription for a channel. There's no subscriptions for a channel that, which I don't run on my channel. I guess I could, but I don't run it. But I know a lot of them rely on YouTube subscriptions. Now, some of them are saying, yeah, you could always go to Patreon and do that, but I don't know how many people are actually going to do that. And excuse me, and the people that actually bother to go sign up on Patreon and then donate money compared to just watch the ads and make money through that, I think it's going to be a lot smaller. So I think they know that. All right, let me drop some food here. Okay, I think that's everything. We've got some raw food here, so we need to just be careful. Some guts. We don't need to worry about that, but I'm going to cook up, or I'm going to eat some of this rabbit here. Okay. There we go. And then we'll get some sleep. We're nice and tired. Carrying too much other food, apparently. I'm just really lucky I'm not playing, like, rated G games non-stop on my channel. Okay. I think we'll just do one more for good measure. There we go. Let's go ahead and drink this. Alright, and then we'll just top it off with a little bit of water. Alright. Let's head back here, grab some Z's. Feels like 65 in here. We should be good to sleep through the whole night. I am going to sleep in smaller blocks, just in case it gets real nasty outside and we have some sort of weird issue with the temperature in here. But we should be good. Double check, everything looks good. 50%, that's fine. Let's get ourselves about 6 hours of sleep, I'd say. Yeah, let's do that. "117 days, 14 hours, 52 minutes. I think I'm going to take this series to 150 days, maybe. Or Summit. You know, we're going to hit Pleasant Valley and Summit. And then, I don't know, we might do something different. For survival, we might do Stranded Deep, Green Hell, something like that. And then come back and do another fresh Interloper series or something to that effect. Yeah. And there is supposed to be a December survival update. So, obviously, we'll take care of that as well. I won't end it before the December update arrives. So don't worry about that. But I'm not going to take this to 365 days. I think it'd just be a lot of grinding, basically, and wouldn't be very good gameplay. I do want to expand my horizons a little bit here on the channel, and not just get locked into this game. I don't want to get lost in tedium or something like that. When there's a lot of cool, exciting, fun things to explore and discover out there, you know. That's why I like The Outer Worlds so much. It's just such a well-done game, and has that Fallout flair to it. It has a lot of good dark humor. It's fun. A lot of good ethical decisions.
I'm saying a lot because I love horses.
That's saying a lot because I don't. Have I ever heard her say that? Man, I don't know. Let's harvest this thing here real quick. Let's see where we're standing. 67 degrees. Okay, we're good. Let's harvest this thing. Let's get the hide and guts out of here.
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
That's not true. You've been way hungrier. Last night you were hungrier. Alright, I'm going to drop these here. Drop this wolf hide. Or, I'm sorry, rabbit hide. And then drop this wolf hide here. There we go. So we got all that. Let's do this one. It's frozen? How's it frozen? It's like 70 degrees right there. How's that frozen? Alright, no wonder it takes so long to to peel apart with my hands.
Die if I don't get some fruit soon.
Oh, she's okay. She's being overly dramatic. Alright, so we got these all sitting out, doing their thing. Should have done it last night, but I was just too tired. Separate that out. Wolf meat raw. Put those at... Hey, how are you making a sizzling noise? You shouldn't be doing that. Cool if I could click on it and... Now, spacebar is definitely not pastime. As That's interesting. Alright, so this is our little sanctuary. We'll sleep here again tonight. Let's head on back to Milton. Grab some more water. Drop off a lot of junk. Like, all these cattail, like 2.5 pounds of cattail stalks. Oh, it's a pretty day, though. Beautiful day. Check on my clothing here real quick. Let's see the condition of all this stuff here. 82 is my worst. Oh man, that's good. It's a good problem to have. So, at least we know in this area, the wolves are still the regular wolves. And they're not a pack of timber wolves every time like they were in episode 3. episode 3, it's like got the feeling that that's all we were dealing with is just timberwolves. So, you know that thwomp sound that sort of wet thwop sound that we just heard right there? I think that's supposed to be snow falling onto snow, like a piece of snow from up here falling on the snow down there. I think that's what it's supposed to be, because that's kind of what it sounds like. I've been trying, like right there, yeah. I've been trying to figure out what the heck it is in my head, and I think that's maybe what it is. It's definitely intentional. I mean, there's no sound effects in here that aren't. Alright, I think we're clear. We look alright. Let's head on down. See what's going on down in this neck of the woods. There it is again. Home sweet home. How awesome would it be to live in this house with a waterfall right in your backyard? Overlooking the town. That would just be awesome. Bridge over there. This is really a great location. Man. Be a great noise to crack the windows on a summer night and fall asleep listening to. I was like, why is it so dark in here? Alright, there's all our water cooking pots. Old man's beard. No, I just picked up some of that, so we can drop that off here.
His own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
There we go. Alright, what else? There's our food pile at. Is it out front? I think it's out front, isn't it? On the floor. Or did I think I left it out here. Nope, I didn't leave it out here. That's normally where I leave it. Is it in the refrigerator? Well, yeah, apparently I'm keeping everything in the fridge. Alright, including cloth. Let's offload that. I got some feathers here, there we go. Alright, broken arrow. We can break that. You know what, let's break that down right now. Lest we forget. Lest I forget. I should never ever accuse you guys of forgetting anything. Pot calling a kettle black and that. Be like the biggest hypocrite in the world doing that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Yep, 7. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I got 2 more feathers to throw into the pile here. Up to 19. That's not too bad. Couple coals for you. Cedar woods. Let's just start at the bottom and work our way up. It's always the best way to do it. 14 sticks. Probably don't need that many sticks. You know what? I'll drop those on the floor. I think I have a spot for those on the floor, actually. And don't need that anymore. I could eat all of this. The herbal tea is not going to make me sick. That should be safe. All of this is useful. I'm not going to get rid of any of that. That all looks reasonable. I need some old man's beard dressings, though. Yes, I do. Let's make up a couple of those. 1, 2, 3. Let's make up 2 of those real quick here. Yep. You know what, let's go outside and do that. Do I have water in here? Anywhere? Did I leave myself any water? Yes, I did. There we go. Okay. tip out here. 25. Okay, yeah, we can do this no problem. Alright. Let's make another one. Nope, not that. That's not what we want. Old man's beard dressing. Why can't we do that? I thought I picked up a bunch. Did I not pick up 3 from the refrigerator and 3 from the ground? There's 1. 2. That's not going to do it. Oh, there's 1 hidden there. It's half it. Look at that. It's clipping into the floor there. Okay. Hard to see. Now we should be able to do it. Wait a minute. It's still in the refrigerator? Why is it not? Oh, these are dressings. That's the thing. Okay, those are dressing. Okay. I thought those were old man's beards. Those are actual dressings. Okay, I can carry those. Let's not let those sit there. I'll lose them for sure. Okay, so let's drop the, yeah, there we go, the old man's beard there. And then sticks, where's my stick pile? Shoes, you can go up there. Let's just put a stick pile back here, sort of out of the way. Man, the sticks are heavy. You know what, let's just drop them all. Down to 66 pounds. Yep. Because we got ourselves a satchel. We're rolling at 77. Which is plenty. I can't believe these haven't cured all the way yet. I guess it has only... it hasn't been that long, even though it's been a month in real life. Hasn't been that long in game. Okay, fair enough. I'm carrying 8 of these now. Really don't need 8. Make up your mind, man. Make up your mind. I carry 3. There we go. Okay. And then this, 4 of those. That's fine. Alright, we're good. We're underweight, we're good. I will take a cooking pot up there with me. And I will take a little bit more water. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. Now I'm all sloshy. I sound all sloshy. Alright, so... trying to think. If I go this way, back this way, it's going to be, you know, it's going to be Mystery Lake, and then coastal in that way. I guess I could go through the dam, and then down the dam area. How did I miss these? Oh well, I'll get them when I come back. And then I could end up in Pleasant Valley that way, but I probably will want to offload a lot of my stuff too. If I'm going to be looting, I'll probably want to offload a lot of my stuff to coastal, to home base. So I think if I go that way, it's just going to take me to Forlorn Muskeg. And then I'll end up in Mystery Lake that way. It's either that or the end of the train tracks at the maintenance building, which I really don't want to go there right now anyway. So I think I'll just go back the way I came, through Mystery Lake, back to coastal, and then head up to Pleasant Valley that way. So let's spend one more night here and then we'll probably shove off. Kind of fun camping out anyway, especially when you have a nice safe area away from the predators. Actually, I don't need that. We know there's no predators up here. Nothing to worry about. Oh, we're going a bit long here. Already up to an hour? Wow. Man, time flies when you're griping about everything in the world outside of the game. Hey, we made it back. Alright. So, let me drop some of my water here. Probably drop about... yay much. Too bad. Alright, let's lie down for an hour. Just so I can save the game here. Alright guys, well I'm going to end this episode here, just over 1 hour in length. Thank you so much for watching. I'm not going to ask what I asked already at the start of the episode. I just hope you guys do that on your own. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Y'all take care.